Michel'le, for people who don't know you, I just have to address the voice thing very quickly. I would like to quickly move on, though, from that. Why do you talk like that, Michel'le? Go ahead.
I talk like this because I talk over my larynx. It's nothing wrong with me.
But when she sings, totally different, right?
Yes.
Sing the alphabet. A, B.
A, B, C, D.
See? Okay, enough with that.
Okay.
Now let's move along. I watched, I was riveted, I cried. There was absolutely no laughter. And this is the story that a lot of us have been waiting for years. Why did you do this movie?
I didn't want to do this movie. I think when I was absent from their movie, the people started talking. And then they made the opportunity visible.
Now, remember, their movie was Straight Outta Compton, which was very good. We saw it in the movie theaters. It was #1 in the box office for that particular weekend. But I think that your movie told a whole different story. I enjoyed it very much. You know, Michel'le, I've been around for a long time. And I've talked before, you know, in radio days about Dre and putting his hands on, not just you, but remember that old VJ, D. Barnes?
D. Barnes.
Yeah. Only unlike D, you took it. You stayed. Why would you stay for so long?
Well, I stayed because it was normal. Well, after the first hit, you don't think they're going to do it again. And it does escalate, but I stayed because it became normal. I didn't call the police because I didn't want him to go to jail, because all of the men where I came from were always going to jail and be gone years. So I didn't think that was a good idea. And it just was normal. I just took it as a way of him showing me he loved me.
And it didn't help that your aunt was that your aunt or your grandmother?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, bless her heart, she was not helpful at all. She was basically telling you, take it until you can't take it anymore. You just take it.
Well, she was trying to tell me that all men, in her time, that's what they did. They beat their women. And so she just was trying to tell me, without telling me what to do, you know, just giving me advice about, well, baby, you know.
What about your girlfriends?
I didn't really have any girlfriends.
It seemed like there were women around, but they weren't.
Oh, they would never said no. The only person that said something to me once was the makeup artist who covered my black eye for the video shoot. She said, you should stop letting him hit on you, and you should do something. And I just said... Eazy-E, everybody, the dearly departed, was a good friend to you. Yeah.
I mean, he was portrayed as... He was that guy who at one point called you up and said, Dre is coming home, he's tanked up, get out quick. And the first thing you do is... Oh, I don't want to give away the whole movie, but you had a substance abuse problem.
Yes.
And grabbing your pills was more important than just get out of the house.
Well, yeah.
And then he caught you.
Yeah, but I was already doped up, so it didn't hurt.
Listen, you know, she did have a substance abuse problem, and believe it or not, it was Suge Knight who helped you.
Yeah.
And then turned around and beat your ass, too. Damn.
Well, he only hit me one time, and he meant it when he said he would never hit me again because he said I was just too little. He said, you're too little for me to be hitting on. And I appreciated that. But see, I always say this, and I think the question is why didn't Dre leave too, though? Before he hit me, why didn't he leave? Why do you think men don't just walk away? Well,
Dre had a lot of problems, a lot of dysfunction. Apparently, a lot of the guys did from where you guys came from, in addition to a raging alcohol problem.
Yes.
Right? But Ice Cube saw it. Jerry Heller saw it.
Well, I don't think Cube saw as many of the beatings as Yella and Dre and DOC saw a lot of the beatings. DOC was probably one of the only men that would say, no, Dre, don't do it, man, what are you doing? But he would never physically take him off of me. But at least he was there trying to reason with him. And I appreciated him for that for years.
So, Michel'le, you never called the cops, so there's no record of this.
No.
So how do you, because Suge is locked up right now, but Suge wants to sue you if he's portrayed wrong. Suge, you were portrayed the exact way we think of you, so don't worry. Don't worry.
And when I did call the police...
But I'll tell you what, Dre, you've given a definite new meaning to Beats by Dre. the woman that Dre is married to now is the woman who was in your bed when you came home?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Although I did have to, she moved out and I moved back in. Well, that's another story. The woman that was, that I ran out of my bed, she was just one of many. I don't even remember her name.
Yes.
But
So Dre has apologized, though, to all the women that he's hurt. He didn't apologize to you directly. It's important that I read this apology. He says, 25 years ago, I was a young man drinking too much and in over my head with no real structure in my life. I apologize to the women I've hurt. Then later on, he goes on to say, Dr. Dre, through his attorney, denies abusing Michel'le and challenges her credibility. Now, that can be challenged because that's only your story. Like, there's no record of any of this.
Well, not of him. Yes, there is. There's people testimonies. Yes, people were there. People can, if he want to go to court, please take me because we do depositions. And that's when you have to tell the truth.
So you have a baby by Dre.
I have a son by Dre, and I have a daughter by Suge Knight.
You know what was?
I know, right?
In the middle of the movie, there was one point when Dre told you, you know, shut the baby up or whatever. Do you? I mean, I'm sure he loves his son now.
Yes.
He probably loved his son then, but your son with Dre has seen a lot.
Yeah, but my grandmother and my mother took him at an early age because I was taking him. It's in the movie when I took him to the party with me.
Yes.
Yeah, he was only maybe 2 years old,
yeah.
And I was taking him out to the party. Well, you know, I was young, and he was my road dog. So if somebody called and said it's a party tonight, I would go, come on, Marcel, let's go. I really did. I was a horrible mother.
Michel'le, exactly. Nobody wants to see a 2-year-old.
Not in a mean sense, but I mean, like, I had no common sense for raising a child.
Yeah. All right, so your current day relationship with Suge and Dre. All right, so your son with Suge is, with Dre, I'm sorry, is how old?
He's 25.
And how old is Bailey, your daughter?
She'll be 14 in November.
14.
Yeah. That's my babies.
Okay, so Bailey knows stuff.
Bailey knows everything. My son is the same way. I don't want them to get it from the streets. I tell them at home.
Have they seen the movie yet?
No, but neither have I.
You haven't seen it?
I won't see it until Wednesday because I didn't see all the final edits and stuff. And some of it's hard to watch, too. So I'm eager to watch. You know, I got my snacks. But
what you gonna eat?
Well, you always suggest pineapples and stuff, fruit and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I'll probably have a steak.
A steak, So, now, do you have love in your life?
No, Wendy, you predicted. You're a guru. You told me I was never going to have a boyfriend.
Why?
Because you said no one would ask me. Who's going to want me?
Why? No, I didn't say it because she's a bad woman. Why?
Because they would be intimidated by me or scared of the guys I was with.
Sugar! Yes! Like, you know, and you're a lovely woman. You should have love in your life. By the way, did you hook up with Tupac?
Never. I wish I did.
Hook up with Tupac? He was nice to you.
I wish. I would have slept with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was nice to you.
I mean, he's good on the eyes, you know.
Yes. Now, Easy tried to push up on you when you first met Dre, but obviously Dre won out.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cute, you know? Yeah, guys do that.
Yeah. So, are you at peace now, Michel'le?
Yes, very much so. Thank you.
And do you talk to Suge at all?
No, you know, and he's in prison, jail, Steele County Jail, so he hasn't, I don't know what his phone privilege is like, which is probably good for me, too, because then I don't, you know.
Does Bailey want to see her dad?
You want some tea?
Yes, please.
Okay. I think she's going to get her first visit this weekend.
Oh,
yes.
we should let her see the movie before she goes.
She will.
Perfect. So that he can explain to her exactly what she's seen. Now, what's your relationship with Dre? Because he's moved on with his life, he's married.
No, I don't have a relationship with either of them. His parents are going to be taking Billy, and I don't have a relationship with them. We have a great relationship. We don't have one.
Oh, okay. Now, by the way, which of the two guys broke your nose?
That was Dre and Dre.
Oh, okay. What kind of music are you doing now, Michel'le?
Happy music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happy.
So are you going to be returning to R&B Divas?
No, you know we got canceled.
Well, not after this movie comes out, somebody's going to want you for something. I mean, what a story. It's a story of survival.
Right.
You have survived hell.
Yeah.
Clap it up for Michel'le, everybody. Surviving Compton premieres Saturday night, October 15th at 8 o'clock on Lifetime.